A lot of shows have left an impact. When I say a lot of shows, I mean like a lot of shows. But there's one show that actually left an impact. It's now been a decade since it ended, but it's still talked about. Last year, it just dropped the book, and a lot of people loved it. And you know what I'm talking about, Gravity Falls. Gravity Falls remains beloved even a decade after its finale because of its masterful blend of mystery, humor, and heartfelt storytelling. Its impact extends far beyond its initial run, leaving a lasting legacy in animation and pop culture. A well-crafted mystery that engages rewatching. Unlike many episodic cartoons, Gravity Falls has an overarching storyline filled with secrets, cryptographs, and hidden details. Every episode contains clues that foreshadows future events, making it a show that rewards keen-eyed viewers. Fans love decoding the cryptic messages at the end of each episode. Background details like the recurring blue cipher symbol added layers to the mysteries. The story unfolded in a way that felt organic, making each rewatch a chance to spot new details. This encouraged an active fandom that strived on theories and speculation even after the show. Even when I watched Gravity Falls, there's a lot of new things that I recognized. Whenever I go on YouTube, lots of channels, they decode these messages. They'll actually show you. Even in Rick and Morty, there are some Gravity Falls references. Even in shows like The Owl House, there are some references in Gravity Falls, making it a more rewarding rewatching series. Unforgettable characters with real goals.
Should have bought my merch when you had the chance, buddy. But that's okay. I'll have something new for sale very soon.
The heart of Gravity Falls lie in its characters. Each one is unique, complex, and evolves throughout the series. Deeper Pines, a curious, intelligent kid who struggles with growing up and finding his own identity. His character arc, from a curious, mystery-obsessed boy to a more confident leader, is deeply relatable. When his relationship with Wendy gets to a point of where he fantasizes about being here, but when Wendy tells Deepa that he's too young for her, he gets to a realization that it was just a crush that will never go anywhere. When he finds the dead book, he gets so obsessed with this mystery of finding the author to a point of where he does not actually see what's going on around him, even when his sister is actually developing as a teenager. And then we get to the last episode where they actually reconnect and become great siblings because their testament proved everything, that they'll go through life and come up together as stronger and better. Mabel Pines.
Be a vampire, please be a vampire.
The optimistic, creative, and free-spirited twin who balances deeper seriousness. Her struggles with change and growing up make her more than just a comic relief. She's one of the most interesting characters because she's the very opposite of Deepa, but at the same time, they are the same. In life, you have a twin. For someone who doesn't have a twin, I could not relate until I just saw their bond, realizing that, oh, shoot, I have siblings, and that's what siblings are. They'll fight, they'll argue, they'll have their differences, but by the end of the day, they'll always come up together. And when she found out that Deepa was not coming back with her or not going to high school, she was very hurt until Deepa changed his mind and they got back together. Kwanku Stan, one of the greatest characters ever. Initially a greedy conman, he is later revealed to be a deeply caring guardian with a tragic past. His character deepened, surprised fans, and made him one of the most beloved figures in the show. When they got to the episode of Wexten, when he got chopped, at first, when you watch the episode, you think, is it wrong for a man to love his wax figure? Until we get to the episode where the author of the books is Stan's twin brother, then we found out that, damn, there is another twin. And when we get to the episode Wexten, that's where I'm gonna touch deeper on for now. He sees his brother as the person he lost very long ago as a kid because they had a falling out. And when they met for the first time in many years, he wanted for him to hide the books. He didn't even want it to bond. But when he saw the figure, the wax figure, he grew attached to it to a point where when it was stolen, the head was stolen, he lost his brother again until... I don't want to touch deep on it. Bill Cipher, a villain unlike any other in kids animation. His mix of humor, horror, and unpredictability made him an unforgettable antagonist. He's a very quirky character, but he's also evil. When he tells you that I'm gonna do something, he's gonna do it, and he means it. When people say I made a deal with the devil, they're actually talking about him. And the funny thing is, this guy has been there since the beginning of the series, but we never notice him until the last episode where we see him like, oh, he's really a very dangerous character. And we also have Seuss and Wendy, the other side characters who actually bring more depth to the story. Each character grows throughout the series, making them feel real and emotionally impactful. The perfect balance between comedy and horror.
Good luck sleeping tonight.
Few shows blend humor and eerie storytelling as effectively as Gravity Falls. The show embraced dark, surreal horror elements inspired by Lovecraftian themes. Episodes like Northwest Mansion Mystery and Deeper and Mabel vs. the Future showcased generally unsettling moments. At the same time, it had a sharp sense of humor, with witty writing and jokes that appealed to both kids and adults. The paranormal creatures, the ciphers, and urban legends added an extra layer of intrigue, making it a dream show for the mystery lovers. The balance of comedy and suspense ensured that the show never felt too light or too dark, keeping audiences engaged. A visually timeless and unique aesthetic.
I eat kids, but we're kids! It's heaven's punishment for our terrible taste in everything!
The animation and art style of Gravity Falls contribute to its longevity. The color palette and rustic for that setting evoke a mix of nostalgia and mystery. The character designs are simple yet expressive, making them easy to remember and recognize. The attention to detail, whether in background elements, cryptic symbols, or visual storytelling, makes every frame rich with meaning. The visual style ensures that the show does not feel outdated even years after its release. Would you believe that this show came out in the early 2010s? Yeah, that's how much style it has. That's why I'm saying the early 2000s and the early 2010s, they had the best creative writers. Now in this 2020s decade, we're getting to a point of where artists are no longer creative, are no longer expressive, but we have shows like Invincible, which is adapting a comic book where animation style is so bland that people in the community online, YouTube, they complain. But animating takes time, or the budget is not given so much. And for a show that plays for 15 minutes, we have to give it credit for that. But now, Gravity Falls actually gives detail to a lot of background, setting, and their characters, to a point of where when you watch it, you have to analyze every frame because you may miss out on something important, and that's what fans love about Gravity Falls. An active and passionate fan base. The Gravity Falls community keeps the series alive through fan theories and analysis, as people still discuss hidden messages, unsolved mysteries, and character arcs. Memes and internet culture keeping iconic moments relevant in online spaces. Fan art, animation, and fan fiction expanding the world of Gravity Falls beyond its original episodes. Creator engagement. Alex Hershey still interacts with fans, sharing behind-the-scenes stories and occasionally dropping hints about the show's lore. The fandom's dedication ensures Gravity Falls remains a cultural phenomenon. Do you know how nice it is for a show's creator, the voice actor, to be interacting with fans, making you feel that you are very part of the show? Not a lot of people actually give back to the fandom of what makes a show very great. For Alex is someone who really loves his own work and loves his friends to a point of where 10 years later Gravity Falls is still active until the Book of Cypher was released, to a point of where every day until the release date was announced, people had to go online and go to the website and see something different. Every day we see Seuss, we see Grunkle Stan, we see Bill Cipher, and the book was actually amazing, to a point of where people now want a sequel of Gravity Falls. They want to see where the Deepa, Mabel, Grunkle Stan, Stanford are, to a point of where we really want to see more of Gravity Falls, because we understand when a show goes on for too long, it does not make sense. But when a show is very short and simple, it's not very nice for fans, because people want more. They'll pay a lot of money to get that entertainment. A satisfying yet open-ended conclusion. Unlike many shows that overstay their welcome, Gravity Falls ended on its own terms with Weird Mageddon, a thrilling and emotional finale. The ending provided closure while leaving some mysteries open, allowing fans to speculate. The final shot of the book with the question mark symbol left the possibility of future stories. Hershey has mentioned he might explore the Gravity Falls universe again, keeping fans hopefully. Because the show ended at its peak, it never suffered from a decline in quality, ensuring it remains highly regarded. The lasting impact of Gravity Falls. Even years later, Gravity Falls continues to inspire new generations of viewers. It paved the way for shows like The Owl House, and proving that animated series can tell intelligent, emotional, and complex stories. Its combination of mystery, humor, and heart ensures that it remains a favorite among fans, both old and new. And I still hope we're gonna get a sequel. No matter what, we still have to explore Bill's dimension. I know in the book he talked about Bill's dimension, but we want to see an animated. For people who don't like reading, for people who are actually in love with the animation style, we would like to see it. And with Disney Plus now being a streaming series with no longer the Disney Channel, we'd like to see something that is more rated 18. We want to see things that they cannot show on TV, and I feel like in the coming years they may do something like that. I'm just a fan who's hoping. We've been hoping for that, and boom, we got the book of Bill. So yeah, Gravity Falls will remain top 5 cartoons for me. If you want to know about my top 5 cartoons, I will tell you right now: BoJack Horseman, Avatar: The Last Airbender, Gravity Falls, Regular Show, Over the Garden Wall, Adventure Time. Those are the top 6. Tell you about others some other time. But yeah, it's your boy. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. And I'm out. Peace.